Yo. What's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here. And we are live. We are going to check out the demo for Hell Is Us. This is a game that we're excited for. It has like the looks of Death Stranding, but then like the Souls style of combat. So let's see. Okay, I think we're all good to just hop in here. We'll see how things go. Probably need to tweak some settings. Death penalty. Dynamic HUD. Motion blur, nah. There wasn't a button to like save those changes as far as I know. Alright, and we are going to check out the Sony State of Play later this afternoon. So this stream will actually tether into that. Okay, I think we're good. We'll be alright here. Work of fiction, got it. No map, no markers indicating where people or things are, where to go next, or who to talk to. We will never tell you precisely what must be done or how to do it. To thrive in Hell Is Us, you will need to pay attention to your environment, listen, and be vigilant. That's kind of crazy. I'm screenshotting that. That's kind of a wild move. The music is crazy too. Just kind of weird sounds and whatnot. Let me see. About the same. Alright. Demo save will not be compatible with the full version. Okay, fair enough. Play with a controller. Got it. Yeah, tutorials, absolutely. We're having performance issues. Oh no.
It's a true serum. It's still experimental, hence the polygraph. I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction. Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The yellow brick road.
Wait, is that freaking...
Apparently, needs more time. While it's going through your system, curious about something.
I know that voice actor.
Why did you do it?
Anyone in my shoes would have done the same.
I think you overestimate human beings. I don't think you
Elias.
realize the time, money, and resources that went into this operation. You pissed off the wrong people. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You were smuggled out of Haiti at age 5, grew up in the foster care system,
Yeah.
dabbled in criminal activities. You managed to pull yourself together and become a decorated soldier. After decades of trying to get back into Haiti, well, you decided to take matters into your own hands. Oh, it seems we are ready. How did you get into Haiti?
I asked for a transfer to the UN peacekeepers, who had deployed inside Haiti. It backfired. When the paperwork cleared, Haiti's civil war was in full swing and the peacekeepers pulled out. I reported to my new unit, stole some gear, and crossed the mountains.
Why come back?
Fuck. My parents. I wanted to find them. I needed to confront them.
How did you know your parents were still in Haiti?
I didn't. My only memory was that my father was the blacksmith of a village of Jova.
Getting into Haiti is just as hard as leaving. Tell me, who smuggled you out?
My mother.
What happened?
She sat me down in the back of a truck, gave me a necklace, and shut the door.
She didn't say anything?
She told me, never come back.
I gotta say that that cutscene kind of dragged. That was a little boring. Well, this is the guy. Like being a UN peacekeeper or something. Man, game is gorgeous. Hang on. Hang on. Where was it? See if that cleans things up a little bit. What's up, Iceman? Nah, man, it's every game now. I feel like, you know, the PC and the whole rig is gonna struggle. Even though this game has specs that I can handle, even though Elden Ring does as well. With Night Rain, it's still a bit of an issue. Is that something here? gather. A gold medallion. Large gold cast medallion with 8 figures and a sphere embossed into one side. Database classified entry, access denied. Unknown language. Ah, dude, look at that water. So this demo is only available on PC, so I wanted to stream this for, you know, everyone that's over on console, you know, is unable to check this one out. Alright, so we're gonna have to explore. Got gravestones by the road? Yeah, dude, the water is... Look at the way the puddles react. And this game is coming in September. So, I mean, we're getting a pretty early glimpse here. Okay. Gustav, Otis, Arlo. Those are fresh. God, dude, that lighting is pretty freaking good. Let me see. What is this? Manual save. Oh, it's the lie detector, the polygraph machine. Who's this? Conversations can be started with many characters you encounter. Conversation topics can be chosen based on datum, which represent a specific piece of information you previously encountered. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We can't talk about things we don't know. Conversing with characters may reveal additional datum, which can open up new topics of conversation. Okay. Topics that are relevant. Your main objectives are listed on the left side of the screen. Listed on the right side are optional topics which reveal more about the situation, culture, or history of Hadia. Okay. Let's talk before we trade.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
Who are you?
The name's Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone. They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is knowing that my fourth son might still be alive. I hope he finds his way home, if he's out there somewhere.
Village of Jova.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. And perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something.
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. I hung them in the trees so my sons would stop getting lost when they were children. Setharus, bless their souls. The gate to enter the woods is locked. Here, take this key to unlock it.
Okay, so we got the gate key. Cattle farm.
President Nacon, no matter how you feel about the bastard, he held everything together. His grandiose vision of unification kept a fragile peace together. That and his excessive brutality. He was the one that turned Hadia into a prison. No one was allowed out or in, keeping old grudges bobbling on the pot's rim, just waiting to boil over. When President Yanka blew his head off, the hand holding the lid was gone. War was inevitable. I managed
Tell me
to
about the
survive
Civil
2 years
War.
of this damn war. No parent should have to bury a child, let alone 3. Despite all of it, I know we Palamists will win this war. We have Setharus on our side. The Sabs only pretend to worship him, which will be their undoing. Trust me. I don't know much about them. All I know is that the peacekeepers came here to calm things down. The first and only time I saw them was when they were leaving the country. I was walking on the side of the road. when
Yeah,
a
I think
convoy
having to
of war
press
trucks
A to
rolled
get
by.
more dialogue is
I noticed one of the soldiers. He was the only one.
that's kind of
smiling.
weird.
He looked like Arlo, one of my boys. He waved at me. Oddly, I found myself waving back. I think it was a lost cause to try and quell ancient hatreds. Sabs and palomists have long memories. I think of that soldier from time to time. I hope he made it out of Hadia.
I keep thinking that they're doing like dramatic pauses, so I kind of just wait, and then I realize I have to press A to continue.
I grew up hating
I gotta say, all
Sabs
this backstory is.
My pap and my dad hated them. That was enough reason.
Maybe
for
it'll
me.
be introduced better, but so far it's kind of boring.
I damn well know why I despise the bastards. I'd be at the front if I were any younger. I'd show the Sabs as much mercy as they did my boys. I've always seen we palomists as creatures of habit. Like most of us, I hold my God and traditions close to my heart. We are humble and modest and tend to help our neighbors, so long as they're palomists.
We only
love
help each other as
gatherings,
long as you're the same as us.
especially during
Okay.
the week of peace.
Week of peace. Alright, guys. Let's see, what does he have for trade? Casa Marshes with a vehicle. Got it. No relevant items. New item, new location, known person updated. Investigate clues about my parents. Wow, this is an interesting heirloom necklace. Interesting. It is like an investigation here. Father was a blacksmith in the village of Jova. So we need a vehicle. Compass. Heirloom necklace. Data pad. Got the drone. Yeah. What is this?
Hey,
The
Gus,
set?
Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but...
Oh, those
I'll,
people, we
keep
saw
trying.
their graves.
Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon.
Yeah, their graves are rather fresh down the road. We passed them. So, unfortunate. 1993, huh? Wait, why is it... Is it raining? I guess it is. Like, I'm not seeing rain fall, but I'm seeing the puddles ripple with the rain. I'm seeing the building have rain. Why can't we see rain? Am I crazy? Am I crazy right now? I'm not seeing rain, brother. Maybe it's the game, maybe it's... I don't know if it's supposed to be raining, right? Somebody's farm. Okay, nothing over here. Huh. Alright. Tractor. Oh no, not the cow. Okay, I think something very clearly attacked it. Footprints in the mud. Oh, there's a cow. It's a good cow. Oh, okay. Something tells me I probably shouldn't be able to walk through cows, but yeah. Place the key. Okay, very Silent Hill, very Resident Evil. Data pad investigation, right. Yeah, that's cool. We're kind of investigating things rather than having like compass and map markers tell you everything, where to go and what to do. You're sort of like a detective and you're just piecing things together on your own. Wind chimes. I feel like following the wind chimes would be the way to go. I don't know how much we're allowed to explore, but what is that? Some sort of archway. Ruins in the middle of the woods. Like an old castle. Oh, we got something up here. Some sort of box. I guess we don't have a map, do we? I really like that pause menu. That's such a cool design. I like this game. I think we'll check it out, but we gotta see how the combat is. It's gonna be a key. Okay, so why aren't these chimes moving? Like, that's not how... Okay, now they're moving. Nothing here. Seems to be fairly linear, you know, even though it's... You know, maybe it's just this area, but... I think we understand this game to be like kind of open hub world type stuff. You know, very much what you would expect from a Souls genre of game. Yeah, I guess following the chimes. It's the way. Okay. There's no jump button or anything as far as I know. Okay, that's the APC. We got a dead guy. Got ladders. We got ruins. Got a gate. I want to see if we can go this way and find that item. Yeah, here we are. What's over here? Okay. What is that? Usable item acquired. Equipped on the loadout tab of the data pad. Cattle treasure hunt. Small note with the writing of a child that seems to be a clue for some kind of treasure hunt. Found deep in Senedra Forest. You dummies won't ever find where I hid the key. You're all too stupid. Arlo can't even read. Four Eyes Gus probably too blind to see the red boulder. And Addis too small to climb all the way up the hill. Red boulder. Hotkeys, huh? Oh, okay, a compass with directions. Or you could just bring up the note very quickly. Okay, interesting. I wonder if we'll get, like, paper maps and stuff that we could, like... Okay, up on the D-pad brings up a health bar. Cool, yeah. Oh, I love the dynamic HUD. I love when stuff, like, fades away like that. That's really cool. Okay, let's go back to the APC. What is that? We got lights. X marks the spot. Another X. Well, there's some blue boulders. Or rocks, not boulders. Another X. No relevant items. Can we climb? Can we climb things? No, it doesn't appear we can. We got a camp. Oh no, I got a bad feeling. So another unknown language. I wonder if we're going to be able to, like, decipher that later. At some point in the game. Omsif med kit. Okay. Does that... That's probably something we have to equip. Oh, we go to loadout, not inventory, I guess. No? Files, OMSIF report, field research, mysterious anomaly. Estimated time since anomaly collapsed, January 19, 1993, 1056 years. Based on the resonant topology signature, coincides with 5th cycle harmonics. Actions taken following items forwarded to facility ZC-02. Further analysis, complete imaging profile of site. Concentric pattern core samples extracted around anomaly locus. Proximate flora samples. Vial of strange substance. Classified. Okay, so that's back to this. Okay. If we figure anything out about the blue rocks that are stacked up like that, we'll come back to this area. I guess we gotta see how it all works and how it all pays off, but like, this method of exploration could be really cool. Okay, we gotta... Is this door... No. Let's see what's in here. No relevant items. Known item updated. We need a key. Oh, hi there.
You found me. Epsilon 12, right? I can't see shit. I have blood in my eyes. You must have honed in on my distress beacon.
Who are you?
OMSIF 0451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC, and we got jumped.
Yeah, jumped.
I'm not sure how I got here. All I remember is hearing that door shutting behind me. I must have triggered something. We need the key to the APC. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Who has the APC key?
The sergeant has the key. He's inside with the team. The sergeant's easy to spot. He's the one with a dark red poncho. Shit. I'm hurt pretty bad. I need to stop the bleeding. We have a med kit in the camp we set up in the woods west of here. We marked the trees to make it easier to navigate. Bring me the med kit, and I'll give you what you need to open the door.
How do I give him the med kit? Maybe trade? Yeah, there we go.
Good. You got the med kit. Okay. See that ladder over there? Climb it to the top. Take this. You'll need it to open the door. You'll figure it out.
Okay. Ancient mechanism, an old dilapidated mechanism meant to open the door to the ruins in Sinedra Forest, given to me by a wounded OMSIF agent without any further instruction. Entry incomplete. Huh. I don't know what that is. Compass, got it. More of that language. It's that language again. Gamers, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. Oh, that, so it fell over here. Yeah, that was the third symbol. See if he has more to say.
Figure it out. Now get the APC key so we can get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for more information here. Well, it's very dark in here. Skeleton. Save. Return to the last save point. Upon defeat, any conversations, datum discovered, puzzles completed, or enemies eliminated will all be preserved, regardless of save points used. Really? Weapon progress and loot gathered from enemies will be reset. Weapon progress and loot. Interesting. Alright, what's this? Dust analysis. Site has been completely sealed since at least 937 Anno Domini, coinciding with the height of 5th Limbic invasion. Actions taken, successfully unlocked door mechanism. First chambers, catalog of items, base camp, dust samples, drone imaging, tools, shackles, teeth, skeletal remains. Unseal the next doorway in the morning of Jan 23rd. Auditory cues reveal possible entity presence. Exercise extreme caution as entity contact likely. Set up contingency evacuation plan. Guessing the whole team's out of here.
Hey, are you okay? Hey!
Okay, it's got the same markings that we see on the ground.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
What the fuck? Shit.
So it's transforming into different weapons. Got the drone? Yikes. Okay. Drone has a new master. Lock on. Okay, left bumper. X is regular. shard. Okay, this is where we came from. So we got 3 different symbols, I guess, that we need to figure out. First, the sinners are brought to the tower. Crystallized shard. Latent limbic energy of the slain entity. First aid kit small. 2,000. Five of them. Okay. What is in the inventory? Module distract. We can get different drone modules. Finally, the sinners will fall into the fires of hell. Huh. endurance system combines two vital stats, health and stamina. The green bar, max health is equal to total endurance. Max stamina is equal to current health. As you receive hits from enemies, your health will decrease in turn. It lowers the maximum stamina available for actions, so the more damage you take, the less stamina you have. Stamina will regenerate automatically up to your current health level. Health does not regenerate. If health reaches 0, you're defeated. Twin-headed serpent. Tower, twin-headed serpent, and fires of hell. Once swallowed into the depths of the twin-headed serpent tier, wretched Sabinian vermin shall be excreted into the flame pits of the accursed Himalara fields. Limbic capacitor, small. Limbic energy with wielded weapon. Single use, slowly absorbs and stores ancient limbic energy. Discharges all stored energy on contact with limbic material. So it's like some sort of power-up, I guess. Preserved journal belonging to a guard station, some kind of prisoner holding facility. Syrian, Jahanian, filthy cattle. Okay, so these guys are putting people in the prison for nefarious reasons. Interesting. We have that circle that illuminates while we're doing combos. I don't know, the combat's kind of like slow and clunky. I'm gonna check this whole area before we move on. Races of terror, intimidating, bulwark, damage absorption, endurance bonus, protection bonus, lingering duration. Remaining undamaged will reduce the damage you take. Okay. I didn't think we were gonna have like armor in this game, but alright. When you successfully hit an enemy, faint particles appear around you. These particles represent a window of opportunity to perform the Healing Pulse ability. This ability will consume the particles and restore health equal to the percentage of the damage dealt by the hit that triggered the particles. The particles will disappear if you wait too long or if you take damage. This reminds me of the Key Pulse from Neo. You had to do the same thing. Particles can be accumulated exponentially over multiple successful hits, greatly increasing the amount of health received by a healing pulse. Interesting. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, this is interesting. We really get the opportunity to heal. That enemy was super weak, so I don't know. I feel like I like it to be immersive, but it's also like a little too dark. Let me see where they put the let's try that. Let's see. A little better. Or it's not just pitch black. Sometimes the game lags a little bit, yeah. It is a little, or not the game, it's my PC. You know, this is I need a PC upgrade pretty badly, and I can't afford it. We're trying to run this game as best we can, but let's see what we can do. Hold Y to initiate a charged attack. Yeah. I don't really know what else I can do. Maybe just put everything to low. I don't know why it just put everything to high. There's not too much I can do. Limbic capacitor. Facing two enemies who fight in tandem can be challenging. Drone's distractibility. RT and B. Okay. Distraction will continue until the duration of the ability has run its course. You activate the ability to again to recall the drone, or you attack the distracted enemy. This is Hell Is Us, and this is a demo, which is only available on PC through Steam right now. I'm hoping maybe at some point this year they'll drop this demo on Xbox and PS5. Because the game doesn't come out until September, so... Yeah, it's really hard to do that key pulse thing. I did it like once during the fight with R1. And it gave me back some health and stamina. But I also took some hits, so doesn't really help. Oh. Guy's got... Wait, how is this guy preserved? He looks like... Limbic twin axes. Huh. Limbic theft 19%. Yeah, I have to say, like, I like the menu system, but it is a little cumbersome when you're, like, trying to equip things here. It feels like you're playing old Resident Evil games. LT and up. We got twin axes. Okay. These are a little quicker. And then, like, the longer you hold Y, the more powerful the attack you have. Yeah, I love Red Dead Redemption. Some games like that, I don't know that there's anything quite like Red Dead other than like Grand Theft Auto. Like, are you looking for open world games? Or are you looking for games with like a really good storyline? Because yeah, that could kind of be a lot. It looks like we're gonna need 2 items. Storylines. I mean, I could just think of games that have great storylines, you know, like Shenmue, Shenmue, freaking... I mean, Uncharted's really good too, Metal Gear Solid, solid franchises, right? I really like Death Stranding. I feel like it has a really good gameplay and storyline to back it up. As it's about to land, okay. But we can parry. Let me see if we can do it. And then A to... Okay. So that's kind of like Sekiro. We can perfect parry. Alright. Yeah, Death Stranding is really good. I like it. Yeah, I think that mechanic is going to be key, doing the pulse to get your health back. There it is. But then I miss the pulse because I'm like too busy looking at like looting the island or item. Ramhead Medallion Viridian. Okay. Secrets of the Ram. Oh boy, that's a big spider walker thing. Yeah, I gotta say the parry thing is not like as satisfying as Sekiro, which is, you know, kind of unfair to judge everything by the one game, but yeah. Let no prisoner be led beyond these walls unbound from neck to ankle. They must be shackled that none may stride unburdened in the tower's shadow. Marco found something while digging the trenches. Big old door. Captain ordered us to pry it open. Your bro, Martin. Oh, that's the captain. Drone bypass single. Reduce the drone's active cooldowns. Multiple suspected SSE. Origin and evolution of sites. E to the APC. Alright. I assume we have to equip the drone thing. Arena from Ruslan. Gold-plated watch. Otis cattle. Found in a lockbox. Okay. More items we can't get to. Okay. Basic meal, small, stamina 4,000. Cost reduction minus 25%. First aid kit. Linked enemies. Umbilical cord. Hollow Walker, a tight-skinned humanoid creature. Haze, a larger monster of various shape. You must kill the Hollow Walker, the humanoid. Cannot be damaged as long as the haze is present. Reduce the haze's health to 0 will cause it to retreat into the Hollow Walker. Will become enraged but vulnerable to your attacks. Hollow Walker's limbic energy, represented by the white bar, cannot be reduced and will gradually replenish. If the limbic energy replenishes, it will return to a state of invulnerability and the haze will re-emerge. Oh boy. Drone bypass. Basic meal. Can they climb? Med kit. Trying to make sure we... Yeah, here we are. I wanted to find all the dead ends here that had items. Advanced first aid kit, okay. Oh, you level up the weapon by using it more? Interesting. Yo, what's up, Hawk? How you doing, man? The demo's really good, man. Only available on Steam, which, you know, kind of a bummer. It's very Souls-like, and I'm not seeing that it's, I think we have a lot of games that are, like, very action Souls-like kind of games that aren't really Souls-likes. And granted, this one we can turn off, like, the losing things upon death. Like, you can go... Yeah, you can turn off the death penalty, which is off by default. So, I mean, yeah, you could, like, lose XP and enemies killed since the last save point. Yeah, and this pretty much is a Souls-like, but it's got some exploration and some puzzle elements. I don't know what we can use to get in here. Maybe this one? No, that doesn't fit. Let's see if we can talk to her.
Please help us! We've been locked in here for days. We came all the way from Talju to meet a man named Gant. He claimed he can smuggle us south across the mountains. We sold everything we owned, but it still wasn't enough to cover his feet. We told him about an office in town, Vanderlyn Trust, some rich corporate types that are bound to have left some valuables behind. So he locked us in here while he went to Talju to
Betrayal.
He said he'd be back in 2 days. It's been close to a week.
Oh, he probably died. Okay, so what's really interesting is that the game doesn't hold your hand. There's no, like, maps or waypoints. Like, you just have these, like, investigation tabs. You have, like, a very old school, like, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, like, inventory system. And then you have, like, of course, kind of the weird, like, art styles of, like, Death Stranding, but like mixed with Souls-like combat, you know? Yeah. Oh, I didn't check out South of Midnight. Did you enjoy that one? I hated the frame rate that they went with, but I know you can turn that off. And I'm also just not paying for Game Pass right now, so it's a little difficult to acquire certain games right now. But yeah, the enemy types are interesting. Oh, that parry felt really good. I just keep forgetting to key pulse. Yeah, and you can't really get away with mashing parry, like... Yeah. But I really like kind of the art style and some of the narration dialogue has been like a little boring. But I guess that's how we feel when we play demos and we're just like, no, I just want to play the game, like, I don't want to hear all this exposition. See, I just don't know how to juggle fighting this big ball thing. And the enemy, because they can also restore, like the white bar that the enemy has, they can bring back the haze, which is the big red thing. And it's just weird trying to figure out how to fight the haze. Like it just feels weird. It looks weird. You're just looking at it and you're like trying to understand, like, how do I counter this? How do I parry this? Okay, we got the ram heads. I wonder if that'll get us into that room. Let me look around here. A little more forthright? What, like more of a traditional like action story? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't appear to have everything a Souls-like has. Maybe it's just the gameplay that's really Souls-like. Like it's not, doesn't appear to have a lot of the other stuff. I guess I did good there. It's just hard to understand. Okay, so now the sword is level 2 from using it. I think I like the twin axes better, but yeah, state of plays in like 2 hours, I think. A little under, hour and a half maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this is one I'm curious about. Ooh, let's do double axes here. And look, it won't let me like shift the lock on. That's been kind of annoying. Yeah, so very much like Neo, I have to like key pulse to get health and stamina back. But if you get hit, then it's a problem. You don't get the health and stamina back. And then you can also like perfect parry, which I'm having a hard time because they have these like weird, unpredictable attacks. Yeah, there it is. Let's see if we can parry with the sword. I don't think we've done a perfect parry with the sword. Yo, what's up, Alexis? How you doing? Hit him with a heavy. No. I think I hit him too hard to get a that's a parry. Yeah, I wasn't... No. Hello? I'm parrying too soon. Too soon. There it is. Okay. Sword parry is like a little slash. A time loop guardian was killed. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I think I like the dual axes so far, but... Okay, and this takes us down here. Okay, hang on. I want to backtrack because we have a door that we can open. These days, I just want to play story games. Yeah. I like games with a definite start and ending point. Yeah, like... I don't need these like 400-hour open world Assassin's Creeds or... You know... We don't need to shove Souls-like or live service looter shooters down the throats of games that don't need it, you know? Let's see. Is that? Okay, we're gonna need different items to put in these slots. Okay, we haven't seen anything like that yet. Player obscure. You stuck it on easy after a while. Yeah, I hear those parry mechanics are frustrating. Yeah, that game looks really cool. I just haven't had the... I'm busy playing too many games. And there's gonna be more games on the way, so. God damn. And I pushed it too soon. Oh no, he died? We'll cave in. The first aid kit. Okay, so that's APC, but I want to go... Just trying to find a way back. Kind of lost right now. The story and the challenge, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of games. Like, we're going to play Dune Awakening tomorrow. My Switch 2 arrives tomorrow. You know, we've been running Helldivers, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2, and any new content that comes out for that. You know, Death Stranding 2 is coming, end of the month. That's going to be everything. Everything I do is going to be around that game. Yeah, this is where I want to go. No. How far back was it? The door. I feel like we've gone too far back. I think I went too far back. I think I missed it. Yeah, Death Stranding 2. Really good, man. I'm excited for that. We've been playing a lot of Elden Ring Night Rain as well, which is really good. Nice pick up and play, you know, easy to jump into. Great for newcomers to the Souls genre. Yeah, maybe I went too far back. I think I passed... Where's that door? No... Maybe it is further back. Trying to remember how far back that door was. Yeah, Night Rain's really good, man. I got like 30 clips I'm about to drop from that, so the next month or so is gonna be just full of Night Rain clips that are gonna be really dope. And of course we have more live streams to do around it, you know, playing with friends and whatnot. think that's it. Yeah, this is the door. Okay. Let's see. I think... Let's see what gets us in here. Oh, that's it. There it is. Yeah, it's kind of just the same attack over and over. It's the same animation to do that parry. Okay. What are we getting in here? Queen Harbor. There's also like a huge lore dump in this game. There's a lot of like names and phrases and factions, and you know, maybe it's different when we get the full game of this and maybe we immerse ourselves in it, but it's just a bunch of like unfamiliar words that we're gonna have to learn everything about. A glyph. Manage or add glyphs. Okay. A pool of pure terror energy activated at will, leaving the sea's limbic entities in dreadful pain. Okay. Let's see. We can figure out how to no, it's not a relic. It's not defensive gear. Oh, X to add a glyph. Level 2 of 4. I'm gonna say let's do it on the axes. No? No? Oh, we don't have... Upgrade this weapon. I guess we're not upgraded enough. Okay, I guess we'll hang tight on that. Yeah, so I mean, maybe it's more that this game is just like it has the fighting style of a Souls game, but it's still like a single player exploration title. Where it's, you know, semi-open hub world exploration as you would have in like traditional Souls games or whatever. And like you maintain all your progress even if you die, like you just lose certain bits of loot that you can go reclaim, I guess. So I mean, it's not like hyper punishing or, you know, so it is some sort of weird Souls-light hybrid, but I wouldn't flag it as like an action adventure game like you know, Black Myth Wukong or Stellar Blade. It's probably a little different, a little more traditional to the Souls formula, but also not enough that we could just call it an action adventure game, because it doesn't have that smoothness and speed that action adventure games have. You know, this game has the clunk and the jank of Souls games, where you got the slow roll and you got the, you know, these slow attacks, a little more clunkier feel. Whereas games like Elden Ring, Night Rain, and Wukong and Stellar Blade are all very like fast paced. Yeah, Returnal's really good, man. Yeah, Returnal's great, and if you like Returnal and Elden Ring, you're gonna love Night Rain. I mean, Night Rain is Risk of Rain meets Hades, meets Battle Royales, meets, you know, obviously Elden Ring with Sekiro elements blended in. And occasionally this is kind of lagging on my system. It's not running this game very well. Which is why I would rather them have put this game out on consoles. I don't know why they're doing the demo exclusive to Steam. Kind of a weird move. Alright, I want to go over here. Let me see. I want to see if we can open that blue thing over here, but I don't think we have a key for it. I'm not sure that we do. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, we're fighting. Yeah, and it's like, you know, roguelikes aren't quite as bad as everyone makes it out to be. It's, you know, it already has like the formulas of Souls-like games that where the game's hard, but if you die, you're able to like get your resources back, or they have elements in the game that, you know, as you lose, each run becomes a little easier because you're kind of like, overall, you're like leveling up over time. Oh. Blockheads find the key, never find the treasure chest. Blue paint is harder to see than the red. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay, this is gonna be the thing with the haze. So I can parry the haze. And then I gotta kill this guy before... Yeah, before he gets his sting back. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. The haze seems really kind of weird to fight. Oh, this guy's a haze dude, I think. No? Maybe not. So this is the blue, but we haven't seen... Yeah, that key doesn't fit. That's the APC key. Okay. We're looking for something red. And then they also have this, like, interesting... I guess you unequip that. And so I can equip... I can equip notes and then do down on the D-pad, bring up the compass, or I can do this. Okay, that's the wrong note. I just equipped the same note. Yeah, there's not really a good way to differ. I can't tell the difference between the two notes. They look very similar. Okay, there we go. So yeah, now I can just like very easily press down the D-pad and bring up the note. Okay. Said the blue paint is harder to see than the red. I don't know that we've seen any red paint. I could be wrong. And it's also like the more damage that we take to our health, we also lose stamina. So your stamina is only equal to your health. Yeah, so every time you see that pulse, that's me like timing that with R1 and then I get my health and stamina back. So I mean, there is a way to play where we don't have to use med kits, but you got to really time the key pulse essentially. You got to really time that perfectly. No, I'm not seeing. Wait. Oh, that's the red boulder. Okay. We need to find a way up there. Oh, here we go. And there's probably going to be, yep. Figures. Time loop guardian. Okay, so is this, that's the key. So now we can go back to the blue one. Oh. I took falling damage from that? Ugh. Lame. Hey, I'm down to just fight things. See, you gotta remember to do the key pulse, because your brain sees the word gather, and you want to press A instead. But then you realize that the key pulse is already happening, and if you don't push R1 slightly before you see the dialogue to push A, you're gonna miss that. So that is kind of annoying. Oh, okay, so when he goes up, it's like a slam ability. Yep, I know about stamina. Thank you. Yep, you'll enter the exhausted state. Got it. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna use a health kit. Oh, and we can finally scan this. We got the axe to level 3. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Scan all these areas. Oh, that was a tough fight. That was not very fun though. I was like, it just, like, it doesn't feel overwhelming in like a good way where it's like, oh, it's a challenge I'm gonna have to overcome. It just feels like cumbersome that I'm like, this enemy that's invincible is gonna keep attacking me while I'm trying to attack this haze that I don't understand how it attacks, but I'm starting to learn. But at the same time, it's just really frustrating. Treasure? Belonging to our great-great-great-great-grandpa. What did we get? Bracelet of Ecstasy, Wanton Destruction. While grievously wounded, reduce the stamina cost of all actions. I could have used that like 5 seconds ago. Okay, so that mystery is solved. So, how do we... Defensive gear. The Golden Watch. I don't think we know what the Golden Watch is for. Okay, so the axe is level 3, and we know that level 4 is currently the max for these weapons. See, I don't know if we want to get in the APC, because it's possible the APC might end the demo. But I'm also concerned that maybe the other area up ahead might also end the demo. So. There we go. See, I just got all my health back from that fight. I was trying to think. We saw... Okay, that's the cow. I just want to see something. Okay, I just wanted to see if we needed to put the watch there in the guy's grave or not. I want to see if we can understand what this says, because we found this at the beginning of the demo. Psalm tribute to our noble queen, mightiest of her works, which yet endures, and yielding be all above the trees in the year 969. So it's almost like we're discovering, you know, some sort of ancient civilization here. You know, we're tracing this back to like, you know, 900 AD or whatever. But we're obviously in this like post-apocalypse future and all these different factions that don't really make sense to me. Let's go ahead and save. Let's see. Yeah, and there doesn't appear to be like a fast travel between various zones. Creatures.
And TR, the two-headed serpent, released his demons invoked by the sins and destructive passions of humankind. And our Lord Setherus gouged out his eye, gifting his followers with protection. And so the eye of God gazed upon his believers, freeing them of sin and destructive passions. I believe they are the same as the demons described in the holy passages of the Kada.
See, there's so much like unfamiliar words and like a lore dump.
I've been praying in my cellar ever
Which,
since.
I mean, maybe it'll be better when we play the full game and we have like the context of like the opening cutscenes or... But just the way they drop us into the demo, there's like this long interrogation scene that just kind of feels really dull and goes nowhere. And then we just have this dude that you could literally spend probably about 30 minutes or more talking to this guy. And obviously we're able to come back here and follow up and ask questions. But we can give him the watch, Otis. Okay.
Thank you for bringing this watch back to me. It belonged to Otis, my eldest.
See, I knew he'd appreciate that.
My father gave it to me, and I gave it to Otis. I'll give it to Atticus if he ever comes home.
Good deed accomplished. Okay. Is there more to talk about now, or... No. Okay. So let's go to that like weird tower structure. I guess we'll check that out. Oh, oh. It's also a good way to get all your stamina back. So it literally is a key pulse. It has all the benefits. No, there was a... Oh, it was right here. So we can read that now with the drone. Yeah, it doesn't appear that, like, the game is cataloging those, so I was kind of like, is that going to be a collectible? Is it just, like, a way to check out the lore? It doesn't appear there's any benefit other than if you just want to read, like, really weird esoteric text and just be super confused about everything. Okay, so let's see, do we still keep those ram head items? I don't know where that would be. Inventory? No, so once we use those keys, they were stuck on the wall, so we can't get that lady out wherever she is, and we haven't found whatever that is to open that door. And where was she? She was somewhere over here. That's where we initially came out. I could have sworn we went in somewhere here. Kinda got lost here, to be fair. It was over here. Dude, I don't even remember where she is. How are we gonna help her if we can't find her again? See, because I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, that's where we left. But where was the ramp going down where she is? Already like lost track of where it was. There's that one. Oh, over here. No? Yeah? Yes. Okay, so it's kind of away from the rest of the trenches. Yeah, and we can't put that there, so it's Gotta be something. Is there a color?
Who's there? Please help, we're in here. Hello?
No, it's not. It's not telling us about.
Hello? We sold so he
Yeah, so I think we're just gonna have to go find that guy.
we're in here. Hello?
I hope we make it back in time. Maybe when we play the full game. I don't know if they're gonna let us experience all that in the demo. It's either gonna be going over here or it's gonna be hopping in the APC that ends the demo. I just hope it's the APC and not... Is this the right way? Yeah. Observe. Yeah. Power. There we go. Health is back. Go to archway. What's under here? Loot. Animosity, rage. Your hatred manifests into a lasso that ensnares a targeted limbic. I don't know how to activate these though. Oh, it's not defensive gear, it's I think they have to be... Yeah, it's a glyph that has to go onto the item. Let's see. So, almost fully leveled. Limbic energy. So combo hit damage. No, that doesn't fit. So we need something. What is this? Towering ire of infidels, Arcus spire, vast maw, it swallows the loathsome Sabinian worms into their rightful doom. Kinda weird. Gilded gateway to the august passage of Her Majesty, the Queen, her stately procession. Alright, I guess the APC. I think we've done everything else that we can do for right now. It's an interesting game. I'm not like blown away by it. I'm not like super hyped. And you know, granted, we're gonna be playing Death Stranding soon. What, August is Metal Gear Solid Delta. So I mean, I feel like there's gonna be other games that take priority over this one. But it does look really cool, and I would like to play it more. I'm just like struggling to like, how are we gonna play all these games throughout the year, and you know, are all these experiences worth our time? But this one's certainly interesting. I'm definitely I'm definitely interested. It's just kind of mildly interested. Curiosity peaked, you know? Oh, so the drone docks in. That's cool. Exit. Data pad. Nav computer. Jova. Reward may become available for this good deed. There's guns, but clearly guns are not useful against these type of like weird supernatural enemies. Okay, so there's all these different places that maybe we'll be able to go. Okay. So the APC is our fast travel rather than like a shrine or like a bonfire or whatever. Whatever you want to call it.
Epsilon 11. Epsilon 11, sound off. Why are you in Akasa Marshes? Who ordered you? Where are my men?
They're gone. The creatures got the better of them.
Abandon the vehicle and walk away. You have my word, no harm will come to you.
How about I give it back when I no longer need it?
I would advise against it.
It's just too convenient.
You have no idea who you've stolen from. Choose your next move wisely.
Organized Nations Assistance Mission for Haiti. Okay, we're almost to that next level. Oh no. Box of bronze acorns?
Why is this happening? Camille. Oh, my baby. Anna, my baby girl. We got separated during the evacuation in Tulsi. The screaming, the panic, the smoke, pure chaos. I lost them in the crowd. I finally traced them back to Jova, but I'm too late. I'm too late. Oh, Camille, forgive me. I'm too late. Without one of their belongings, I can't even give them a proper Palamist burial. Why?
Okay, same dialogue. Oh boy. Ooh, that mud is like really deep right here. Look at that. No, that's intentional. Sabinian territory. That looks new. Oh, thank you for playing. Hope you've enjoyed this early glimpse into Hell Is Us. What you've experienced is just the beginning. There's so much more to uncover. Wishlist us on Steam. Support means the world to us. Replay the demo. Or we'll see you in the full experience on September 4th. Cool. Well, that is Hell Is Us. Looks really cool. I'm like interested. Nacon is publishing this game, and they've done a lot of really cool games. My Revolution Pro 5 controller for the PS5, really good. Of course, the RoboCop game was incredible, and they've been making a couple other games that I have that I've wanted to play. I just haven't set aside the time, but this looks cool. It looks interesting. I'm excited to see more. So yeah, it looks really good. I wish this demo was available on PS5 and Xbox. That's kind of a bummer. I'm not really sure the whole idea of like putting this only on Steam. I'm not really sure what the benefit is there to just have like less people that are curious about your game and what it is, have any sort of knowledge about it. I mean, it's got the Soulsy combat, and I like some of the exploration elements. And I like the idea that you sort of have to pay attention to everything that's happening in the world. It's not some game that's gonna like hold your hand with the with, you know, waypoints and maps and go here and do this and talk to this guy. You know, it's very almost like the older Souls games where they're just like, yeah, we'll give you like these vague things. But I feel like this is less vague than older Souls games. I feel like we have more clues and more of an idea of what's going on there. But yeah, it kind of has like the Death Stranding kind of look to it. But then obviously it kind of has the Soulsy combat that's kind of slow and clunky, and we're leveling up stuff. But then it has like some of the UI of say like a Resident Evil Silent Hill game. And it's definitely got like science fiction, supernatural, horror elements, which make it interesting. I'm just like mildly interested. I can't say that this game has, you know, excited me, because I feel like the lore of it is, it's too deep, it's too overwhelming, and none of it makes sense. And that may just be the demo. Like we're being a little judgmental here of just playing the demo and not really knowing much beyond that.
To our house.
Yeah, so nothing. Yeah, I mean, the UI is really cool. I mean, the pulse thing is alright. Yeah, it's the puzzle we did. I mean, yeah, that's what's going to be cool, is like exploring and figuring out the mysteries. And obviously there's all these like different combat abilities that we're going to get. And didn't really get to dive into any of that because they wouldn't let us upgrade a weapon. I don't know, it definitely looks cool, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait till September 4th, which, you know, by that time, we're already playing Death Stranding 2, we're already playing, you know, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, so it's like, is this game going to be, is it gonna pique the curiosity enough for us to be interested in it? Like I said, the combat with the haze there is kind of difficult and annoying, and it feels like, you know, you have the invincible creature fighting you, and the haze just being weird and morphing and attacking all over the place, and you're kind of just like, I can't do anything but like block and just aimlessly slash all over the place. So I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's similar to Elden Ring. That's a bit of a leap. But it's definitely a similar genre. I'm sure once we get into like the deeper combat and exploration, it'll be more and more fun. You know, once they fully open up the world for us. But yeah, I don't know. Just kind of mildly interested. There's a whole lot of games coming out. Yeah, like literally tomorrow is the Switch 2 launch, so I'll have that arrive tomorrow. Dune Awakening drops tomorrow, so we're going to be covering that as soon as that happens. We already have a stream to RSVP for that. Is scheduled and up on my page. Trying to think. On the 10th, we have a lot of games. A lot of games coming June 10th. Let me see. We're going to cover the PlayStation Showcase here in about 30 minutes, a little more. Games. No, that's... Yeah, right here. We shared land. Know why it keeps playing audio for trailers. Yeah, Mind's Eye is June 10th. Warhammer 40k Space Marine Remastered is June 10th. The Altars is June 13th. FBC, Federal Bureau of Control Firebreak, June 17th. Death Stranding 2 is June 26th. And just keeps going from there. I mean, it's, you know, every year has been pretty big for gaming. And, you know, it's hard to compare back and forth. Oh, this year was amazing. Or, oh, this year was better than that year. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what PlayStation has to reveal here in about 40 minutes. About 40 minutes or so. We'll have a live, and this live will just carry you right over there once we wrap this one up. And we'll do some coverage of that. And we'll probably do a recap afterwards. Summer Game Fest on the 6th. I believe, which is Friday. And then the Xbox Showcase on the 8th. and then I think there's going to be a lot of like showcases in between as well. Let me see what we're looking at here. Because, yeah, there's usually like the PC Gamer showcase, which I'm not really a PC Gamer fan, even though I PC game. I just don't like that site or their stuff. And then they have like a lot of indie games that they'll probably reveal after the show and in some of the upcoming days. Yeah, Day of the Devs is usually pretty good, which is usually right after Summer Game Fest. And then, yeah, the Devolver Digital Showcase, we'll check that out. And then on the 7th, they have like women-led games and Latin American indie games, wholesome games, which is usually like your cozy games, your farm simulators and whatnot. June 7th, they have Southeastern Games. I don't know what, Frosty Games Fest. Games from Australia. Yeah, and then of course the 8th is Xbox, and then the PC Gaming Showcase. And then June 8th, they're doing a live demo of Death Stranding 2 hosted by Jeff Keighley. We'll have to check that out. So that's at 9 p.m. on June 8th. And then June 9th. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Steam Decks are expensive, but they are incredibly high quality. I have one. I don't really play it all that much, but the ability to like hook it up to a TV or like a screen and use it as a console is really valuable. There's a lot of games that work on it, but for some reason the Batman Arkham games don't, so it's kind of weird. It's weird and disappointing when there's some games that do work on the Steam Deck, and then there's other ones that we're just kind of like mystified of like why. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty powerful little thing, but you are gonna have to like turn down the specs on a lot of games to get them to run, and then your battery life is gonna be pretty brief, only a few hours. So most of the time I feel like I have my Steam Deck plugged in and hooked up to a TV. I kind of use it as a Switch or like a console where I can just like essentially have my gaming PC on the go, you know, but with, you know, worse specs, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm going to shut everything down for now, give us a 30-minute break so I can grab a snack, and we'll tap into the PlayStation State of Play here in about 35 minutes. So thank you all for checking out this Hell Is Us demo. You can always go back and check the VOD later if you missed this, whatever. Go back and watch it. We have a lot of content on the channel. Until then, take care, be safe. Tomorrow's going to be a very big day, so stay tuned. We're going to be covering Dune Awakening as a Funcom creator, and Nintendo Switch 2 will drop. I have no idea if I'm going to start playing it or plug it in or update it or do what, because, I mean, probably going to be busy playing Dune when I get it, but we'll see what we can do. So, until then, take care, be safe. We'll see you in a bit. 30 minutes. Bye.